fight and flight response, which are adaptive in some situations and maladaptive in another. But one of the things one of the qualities that we've developed is, or one of the mental abilities and functions is imagination. I could really make a strong case that imagination is one of the key things, and maybe the key mental faculty that separates the human from all other forms of life. That imagination lets us remember things from the past. It lets us project things into the future and think about how things would be in the future if you did something this way or that way. And everything that exists on Earth that wasn't made by God or nature, whatever, take your pick, or some combination of the two, everything else that exists, everything that humankind has created started in somebody's imagination. That's where it made its first appearance on Earth, is somebody's imagination. Oh, we could do that. Could make it round, it'll roll. We could chip these, they noticed that two rocks chipping together makes fire, and they figured out a way to do that. So imagination, you could make a case that outside of God or nature, that the human imagination is the most powerful force on Earth. And the thing is, very few of us have ever really been taught how to use it. Most of our education, especially all the way through to higher education, is on using other mental faculties which also have made us very powerful. The ability to analyze, the ability to calculate, linear, logical, rational, scientific ways of thinking have also contributed to us being very powerful because they allow us to take the things that we imagine and make them real in a certain way. But a lot starts in the imagination. Worry is a function of imagination. If you didn't have an imagination, you wouldn't be worried. That's what lobotomies are about. And that's what certain medications are about. So we used to joke at our Academy for Guided Imagery, that if we could find a simple, non-toxic way to do an imaginectomy, we could resolve everybody's worry and stress problems. You just wouldn't be very worried. You wouldn't do much either. You wouldn't be creative. But you wouldn't be worried if we could do that. So I think rather than taking the imagination out, what we want to do is learn how to use it better. And so a lot of what I'm going to share with you about worrying well or worrying more effectively has to do with how you use your imagination. So worry and stress have a lot of overlap, right? And we often use them interchangeably. I'm going to spend a little time to differentiate these things a little bit, but they do overlap quite a bit. And then